Okay guys, welcome in the second demo. In this demo, I'm gonna show you how you can go from the disclosure of software version to remote code execution. As I explained to you in the previous video, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to send a request to the web application and we are going to analyze the response headers. So let me now send the request and let me show you the response for this request, and the response will include the response headers, right? Okay, so this is how it looks like, and now I need to tell you something more about my testing environment. In my testing environment, the entire traffic sent out from the browser is sent through the proxy before it reaches the web application. And I'm using here Burp Suite proxy for this purpose, okay? And this is actually what you can see here. And on the proxy layer, I can very easily see requests and responses. So this is really what I need, right? I just want to analyze the responses, because in the responses I can potentially find software versions disclosed, and yeah, the proxy is very helpful in this analysis, right? So this is how it looks like. So the next question is whether software version is indeed disclosed in response headers or not. Let's analyze this response headers carefully. There is something like this: server Apache 2.2.22 and X powered by PHP 5.3.10. So as you can see, indeed, software versions are disclosed in response headers. So we can really learn something about the Apache version and PHP version. So far, so good. The next step is finding out whether there is an exploit for a given version of software. For this purpose, I'm gonna go to www.exploitdb.com. This is really great database of exploits, and as you can see out there, there are almost 40,000 different exploits in this database. It's really awesome. A lot of exploits. So great chances are that you will be able to find the exploit for your software version out there. Okay, so really remember this URL, www.exploitdb.com. Okay, let's go to search right now, and let's provide our software version out there. So let's go back to the proxy and let's play, for example, with PHP, okay? So the version of PHP is 5.3.10, okay? So now I can provide PHP 5.3. You don't have to provide all the subversions. So this is just additional information for you. If you just provide PHP 5.3, then it will immediately find all exploits for all subversions of PHP 5.3, including, of course, 5.3.10, because we are interested in 5.3.10, okay? So just an additional information for you. You have to also prove that you are not a robot. So we need to solve a CAPTCHA, select all images with a storefront. So here, and here. Let's click verify. Yeah, I'm not a robot. That's great. Let's click search. And we've got here our exploits. Keep in mind that the version of our PHP is 5.3.10, and we are interested in remote code execution, right? Because this is the most dangerous attack. And yeah, it looks like we've got something here. PHP less than 5.3.12. Indeed, 5.3.10 is less than 5.3.12. Remote code execution. So yeah, let's download it to our disk. Yeah, I'm gonna save it on the desktop. Yeah. And now I'm gonna go to the command line. So it was on desktop, so root desktop, right? Yeah, it is out there. Let me make it bigger. I can also zoom it in. Okay, so now this is a kind of Python script, right? So I'm gonna provide Python and now the name, and here it is. And as you can see, there are different options. So there is -h where you can specify the host, right? The vulnerable host. So let's go to my web application. My web application is hosted on the domain example.com, right? So yeah, let's do it. So we are going to specify -h and example.com. And there is very nice option -c. Can you see that? -c is just, is about the command that we are going to execute as a result of remote code execution. So let's, for example, execute uname -a first, just to, see the information about the Linux version, kernel version, and stuff like that, okay? So yeah, let me now launch this exploit. And voila, what you can see is the Linux version, and yeah, it just works, which is really beautiful. So let's try something different. Instead of uname -a, let's provide, for example, cat etc passwd. So I'm gonna read the content of the file etc passwd right now. Let's see how that works. Yeah, indeed, I can do it. So as you can see, I can really provide arbitrary command here, and it's gonna work really nice. So let's do something spectacular right now at the very end to show you that indeed we can have a lot of fun here. So let's override the content of index.php. It's gonna be fun. So let's go to my web application and let me show you how index.php looks like. As you can see, this is just a normal page with a message welcoming super secure shop. Have a nice day. Okay, so now we are going to override the content of this file. So let me do it right now. So I'm gonna put something like this, of course, in between apostrophes. Echo. Now a message like, I don't know, hacker was here. Quite funny. And let's put this message in a file var www index.php. And let's hit enter. Okay. Let's now refresh this page and let's see if it works. Voila, it works. Hacker was here. So you see, we were able to overwrite the content of index.php. Now it's really scary, and it shows this attack in action, let's say, okay? So please notice that we started with something really simple, like disclosure of software version in response headers, and we ended up with remote code execution. Really nice, really powerful, and yeah, this is how it works. And I do recommend you to, see if the software version is is disclosed in responses because it can help you very much with your exploitation. So yeah, I believe that this is clear for you, and I believe that you like this video. So let's jump to another remote code execution attack.